Hello, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Shelf Talk. And today I'm going to try a slightly different kind of episode in that I'm not going to show my face. And why am I not going to do that? Well, for one thing, I want to try to get more close-ups of the items themselves. Okay? Because I know that that's what you really want to see. You're not really looking at my ugly mug. You want to see the toys. And I totally get that. And the other reason is that I'm kind of sick. And, you know, being sick, you know, I just don't want to be on camera. So that's kind of what I'm doing. All right, so what I did on one of my shelves, and I'd like to try to do this with all of my shelves, but, you know, just limited amount of space. It makes it a challenge. But essentially, I'm trying to create some themes for some of these shelves. And this theme, and I'll try to get a little bit of a kind of thing here. You can tell that this theme is definitely droid-centric. Okay, particularly R2 and 3PO. And that's really cool. And I just thought that there was a whole ton of R2 and 3PO related merchandise over the years. Like, for example, I mean, here's some new stuff. Of course, we've all seen the Hot Wheels, R2-D2 kind of thing. But, like, looking behind it, you'll see this item right here. Now, two items here. First, you got this. This is an R2-D2 bottle cap, one of the Japanese bottle caps, which is really cool. And in addition to that, you have this bank. And this was an R2 and 3PO bank. I don't think I have the batteries taken in. That's right. And actually, even with the even if I did try to put batteries in, I think that this is kind of lost some of its, you know, electronics. It kind of shorts out. But it was like this came out a while ago. This is this was definitely prior to even the special edition. I think it was in the early 90s, mid 90s, and it was essentially a coin. You'd place a coin here, press a button, and R2 and 3PO would talk, and R2 would move forward and push the coin into the bank. You know, as a bank, it was kind of it had much to be desired, you know, because it took a long time just to deposit like a quarter, but it was a cool little effect. So, other things we have. Well, I just realized I need to put this little dude. This is my Black Series 6-inch 3PO. I'm going to actually move him to the Black Series table. So we will kind of set him aside. We also have one of the many helmets that I believe opens up, if I can get it to do it, there we go, to a little play set. This was a little, I believe, Tatooine, see, with the little figures. It was a little Tatooine Cantina Band playset with a few little figures, and there's a little Millennium Falcon piece there. And then it would be C-3PO's head. Kind of a cool little effect. Okay, we have a remote-controlled Clone Wars era R2-D2 here. I'll lower this a little bit just so people can see better. There we go. What else we have? Back in the back there we have a titanium 3PO. Maybe I'll actually open that. There we go. Here we have what is essentially I believe this is a Peppermill, which, you know, looks like a standard R2-D2 action figure, but it's a Peppermill. And then, of course, there's the ever-popular spinny thing, and I don't really I took the batteries out, so it no longer works. But that was a great thing you can get at the Disney parks. Here's the remote, which is very much like a comlink that you can work with R2-D2. And I don't think R2 is working right now, but maybe. Oh, maybe it is. Unless that's for another thing. Okay. So the good news is the batteries work on the R2, but not necessarily on the remote control. But that's okay. So, and then here we have the ever popular R2-D2. Let's back this up a little bit more. We have the R2-D2 Stein. I do believe this is a Disney Parks piece. Okay, but kind of a cool thing there. And moving it around here, I have to move some of these things out of the way so you can see. But we got a few other unique items. I started off with putting 3PO on the right, R2 on the left. As you can see, R2 kind of wins out. There's a lot more R2 stuff than 3PO. I don't know why that is. I like them both, but let's see what else we got. This one is an interesting thing here. This is a USB charger, and it's set to be something you would place in lock it into your car, like bottle or mug holder, and that's kind of cool. But to me, it took up more space than just a regular standard one would do. So here we have, this is kind of fun. This is a actual, like, break it down, and you can get it into everything, like different, see, you can have, like, it's like a lunch pail that would break it down. You'd have like a layer for one snack, a layer for another snack, a layer for another snack, and then it had a little handle you can carry, so that's cool. Again, forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty with the actual showing of all these. I'm working with the camera, but I'm the Darth Tuba Star Wars collection area is got a limited amount of space. So here's one of my favorites. Well, first we have to move my R2. This is a lot of this stuff you can get in the Disney parks. A lot of it's still there. But this is one of my favorites. One of the first items ever produced. It's an R2-D2 plush. I like that it had his movable legs, but they had a little Velcro in there. So, kind of a cute thing. Here we have, I believe this is, I think this is like a data recorder or some kind of a thing. It was actually kind of a mispurchase. I bought it thinking it was one thing, but it was something else. I do believe it's just, I think it's got a tape deck in it, as you can see. So you can use it to play tapes, and then you can hit some R2 effects. Kind of cool. I think it has a little, it has a little handle here, so that's neat. Beyond here, you can see we've got a soda holder, which is the R2-D2 thing. We got a neat Episode 3 hat. I think these were from Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. We have, of course, another lunch pail in the back there. Okay, but that one that's just a standard, like almost like a popcorn bucket. All right, and then we have some measuring cups, which I never really opened up. We have another, looks like a remote control R2. This one actually has a wired connector to it. Of course, you got to get the R2-D2 cookie jar. Okay, this is, there's one of many. I don't want to knock R2 over, so I'm going to just keep him there. But a little beyond that, we have the R2-D2 action figure from the 6-inch collection or 12-inch collection. Detachable utility arms. That's really cool. And for some reason, I never unboxed that. Maybe I'll put that in. Then we have the super deformed C-3PO. That is a C-3PO cookie jar. And I think that is it. I don't believe... we have, of course, this is a set of boxer shorts, but this is the container that came in it, so that's kind of cool. And then we just have another cookie jar. I think there was a similar, this R2 in the back here. I don't know if you can see it. One right here I'm pointing to. This is the same kind of cookie jar as the 3PO. So, as you can see, kind of a lot of R2 and 3PO centric merchandise. I did try very hard to keep things. Oh, I'm going to put one more thing that I just noticed. I'm going to bring down here. We have this is a cool action figure from back in the 90s. Ooh, a little dusty. But it's essentially one where you can actually spin it around like this. It's more of a statue than a figure, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was a neat addition to the... There was a bunch of them. I forget if they were Epic Force, maybe? So some cool stuff there, and you know, there's some more 3PO centric items around, but that's basically it. So I just wanted to give a quick one this week. I should get another episode dropped for sometime on Sunday. Maybe we'll do another live one, and then another shelf talk. But we have a lot coming up. There's a few things coming in the mail. Again, we have an upcoming Disney trip. Okay, so we can get some more unboxings done. And really looking forward to that. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. And you know, as you can see, I'm still trying to figure out options as to how to do this. But just to give you a quick idea here, I want you to look here and see. This is kind of the shelves that I still have to kind of get through. But it's very difficult to get to the shelves from close by. Like these ahead of us, I can do those because I have a lot more room on the camera to do so. But I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is trying to bring the items into the regular studio and just kind of show them on the table there, where I can kind of handle them and show everything to them. So that's kind of what I'm going to probably end up doing. But from time to time, I'll try to get this in. But anyway, here's my R2 and D2 shrine. I will go now and put it back together. And until next time, check me out on Instagram and Twitter at DarthTuba, DarthTuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook, and check me out on or email me at darthtuba77@gmail.com and leave comments if you have any questions. I do have a few suggestions that I'm going to try to follow through on over the next couple of weeks and months. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you.